Iran responds to Israel with deadly attack. Hundreds of missiles hit Tel Aviv. Iran launched more than 150 ballistic missiles and hundreds of kamikaze drones into Israeli territory from midnight Friday into the early hours of Saturday in a massive retaliatory operation dubbed True Promise 3. The attacks targeted several strategic facilities, including the Kiryat military complex in Tel Aviv, the main headquarters of the Israel Defense Forces (IDF) and the Defense Ministry. The attacks were carried out by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC) in response to previous Israeli airstrikes on military and nuclear facilities in Tehran that killed several senior Iranian military officials. The Iranian government said the move was in defense of its sovereignty and national honor. Israel's air defense systems, including the Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow, were deployed to repel the attacks, with support from the United States military. While many of the missiles were intercepted, several reportedly hit their targets, causing damage to buildings and killing at least one person and injuring dozens more. Explosions were heard in various areas, including Jerusalem and its suburbs. A tense atmosphere enveloped Tel Aviv, with warning sirens blaring throughout the night. The attack marked a serious escalation in the conflict between Iran and Israel, sparking fears of an open war in the Middle East. Until this news was published, there had been no official statement from the Israeli government regarding the number of casualties and damage that occurred. Iran warned that further attacks were still possible. Iran launched retaliatory airstrikes on Israel shortly after Tel Aviv again bombarded a number of its enemy areas. Quoted by AFP, Iranian state television reported that Tehran had launched a series of new airstrikes in response to Israeli attacks on the same day. Fatah hypersonic missiles have crippled the Israeli regime's defenses, the Iranian state media report claimed. Meanwhile, the Times of Israel confirmed that the military is facing an Iranian retaliatory attack. The latest Iranian attack has triggered sirens across central Israel, including the capital Tel Aviv, to sound as a form of warning to residents. Civilians in areas where the sirens sounded are ordered to enter bomb shelters and remain there until further notice, the Times of Israel report said. According to a warning from Israeli authorities posted by Al Red Alert on the X account, there were 78 sirens that sounded in areas such as Tel Aviv, Jalalot, Yarkon, and Sharon. A number of Israeli media reported that several people were injured as a result of the Iranian retaliatory attack. However, Tel Aviv claimed that all Iranian missiles were intercepted by their air defense systems. Israel argued that the victims were injured as a result of shrapnel from Iranian missiles that were shot down by air defense systems. Israel has again launched a hail of airstrikes on Iran. Israel claims that it has successfully targeted 40 important Iranian sites in this latest attack, including the intelligence headquarters. Tehran. Despite pressure and threats from the United States to help Israel launch attacks, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei vowed that his country would not surrender. Khamenei even warned President Donald Trump that Iran would retaliate with an even bigger attack if the U.S. dared to attack Tehran directly.